Now, for more on this, we are being joined by retired Colonel Rich Outsend from Washington, D.C. He is a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council and the Jamestown Foundation. Welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Good to be with you.
Now, we are looking at two major developments here. First, Israel has agreed to allow a UN mission to evaluate the situation in northern Gaza. Two, Israel is pulling some troops from Gaza to add forces near the Lebanese border. Colonel, where do you see this war heading?
Well, I think we need to look at the two theaters of war, if you will, a little separately. In Gaza, the war against Hamas is going to continue if we look at the indicators on the ground and also the statements of Israeli leaders for another year. Now, it's not going to be at the same level, the same intensity. They've had multiple divisions, very large units in the Gaza Strip conducting operations sort of to break the backbone militarily of Hamas, which in the north of Gaza they largely have done. They've reduced the ability of Hamas to rule over the Gaza Strip in the north and to operate at the level of brigades or battalions, although there's still some fighters there. So it's okay to pull some of these larger Israeli forces out, but still in the south, Hamas retains fighting capability. Fighting will continue there, and there will be some movements in the north as well. So I think this is turning it down from a 10 to a 5, so to speak, in Gaza, but that fight will continue for the foreseeable future. Now, in terms of the north, my sense is that it's a very dangerous situation. I think similar to what we've seen in Gaza, there are, in the north, on the Lebanese side of the border, there are tunnels, there are military positions, there are Iranian advisors, and Israel's not just going to let what happened in Gaza happen in the north. There's 70,000 Israelis that have had to be evacuated from their homes. So it's a tense situation. I think the chances for this exploding into fighting in the north are quite high.
All right. Colonel, some are actually saying that the Israeli Prime Minister is deliberately trying to keep the pot boiling. Would you say the same?
Well, look, there's deep political divisions in Israel. That was true before the war. It is true now, and that will be resolved after the war. The resolution of those divisions has been postponed because the Israelis are united in concern about the security situation and in concern for the not just the dead and the families of the dead from the October 7th attacks, but also from the hostages. There's still a reported 140 hostages still held. That doesn't mean that Israel hasn't had its political reckoning. That will come. And that's led some people to say that Netanyahu has an incentive in prolonging it. I personally don't believe that. I think that everybody in the political environment and the military leadership structure just has come to realize they have a massive long-term threat in front of them that will take months and months, if not years, to disarm.
All right, Colonel Outsend, thank you so much for joining us here on this broadcast and getting us all those insights.
Good to be with you. Thank you.